Hey everyone, Mr. MC here. This is a lap guide for Lago Maggiore in reverse with the Honda Raybrig NSX. So this is the 2016 model. We're on the racing soft tires with BOP on, tuning disabled, and this video was recorded in version 1.27 as version 1.29 goes live in a little under 24 hours from the making of this video. But anyways, bring yourself towards the left because your first braking point is when the curb on the left ends. You're using around 25% braking power and turning in right away, clipping the end of the curb on the right as that's your apex, and get on the throttle as soon as you can. Look for the end of the curb that is on the right as that's your next braking point. Full braking power for a short moment, and quickly start to ease off of the brakes as you're turning in. Don't forget that the track limits at Lago Maggiore are extremely lax. Turn in before the curb on the right ends, so you just lift off our throttle. Maybe you just use a tiny bit of braking, but you want to get the car pointing towards the next section of the track and get on the throttle as soon as you can. These next two turns can easily be taken flat out, but bring yourself towards the right side of the track and you're braking when the gravel on the right starts. So full braking power, going down to third gear, turning in before the curb on the right ends. And just as you hit the apex, you want to get on the throttle as soon as you can. And as you saw right there for the big banky boy, you can really take advantage of this track's really, lax track limits. You'll see more of that right now because you take this left turn and right turn flat out, but then you can go a little wide to do a little lift off of throttle as you go through the S's. Take advantage of the curves, keep two wheels on the curbs. Again, just little lifts off of throttle, brake when the curb on the left ends. So this is where you go full braking power for a very brief moment. Take advantage of the curves and get on the throttle as soon as you can without touching the wall. Then brake when the curb on the left ends, and this is a really long trail braking zone, so you're braking as you're turning in. So you're doing a lot of braking control as you're making this long turn, turning in before the curb on the right ends, and trying to get as close as you can to the orange curb that is on the left and get on the throttle as soon as you can on third gear. Stay on the right side of the track. You're braking right as the red area on the right starts. You'll be turning in before the curb on the right ends. So you go down to second gear to have the car turn in a bit more. And then for this next right turn, you can try to take a flat out. You might need to do a little lift off of throttle to make sure you don't go too wide. Brake when the curb on the left ends and bring yourself all the way to the left side of the track and try to take advantage of the red and white curbs and the yellow area on the left. And stay on the left because for this final turn, you just want to do a little bit of throttle control and take advantage of the curb that is on the right. And that is it for this part of the lap guide. Now I'm going to go through it again without stopping the video, so let's get this started. Alright, so here we are starting the new lap. Bring yourself towards the left side of the track, braking when the orange curb on the left ends, and just little bits of braking through turn one, just trying to maintain as much speed as possible. Braking when the curb on the right ends, is trying to maintain as much speed with the use of throttle control. Try to minimize the use of braking through these two turns and try your best to not get too much into the grass. These two turns you can easily take a flat out, but bring yourself towards the right, brake when the gravel on the right starts, go down to third gear, take advantage of the curves and get on the throttle right as you hit the apex. Now for the next sector, this is where you have to be a little careful because you're taking advantage of the curves as they're still within track limits. These two turns you can easily take a flat out, but then this is where you want to do little lifts off of throttle while staying on the curves, braking when the curb on the left ends, and just trying not to hit the wall, which is really easy to do. Braking when the curb on the left ends, really long and awkward trail braking zone, just trying to hit the apex and get on the throttle as soon as you can. Stay on the right side of the track, braking when the red area on the right starts, going on to second gear for a bit more rotation, and just trying to take this turn flat out, maybe do a little lift off of throttle, braking with a curb on the left, and just trying to keep a nice and tight line through the final turns. Little lifts off throttle control through the last turn, and that is it for the lap guide of this really cursed track. I know I say cursed, I know it's cursed, but I like to say cursed. But anyways, that's going to be all from me. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.